Hello. Okay, it says I'm connected to Facebook and YouTube. So when you hop on, say hi. Hi, Linda. Welcome. I am checking my different things. Hi, Deb. I think I am on. No, you're on YouTube. You're showing up red, Deb. I'm getting everything set up. Um, I'm checking. I'm on Facebook on my laptop. I'm getting everything set up. Let me see here. I don't see me on YouTube. I have my TV on. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started. I have 3 fun fold cards for you. Um, I can't get me on. Um, all right. I'm not going to worry about TV. I was going to try to get me on TV again, but it's not coming up like it did the last time. I don't know why. Oh, wait. Here we go. All right. I'm happy now. Okay. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started. I'm flipping the camera down. Just a quick reminder, the starter kit is on special this week or this month. $165 worth of product for $99. You choose whatever you want to get. Also, in the kit, you get business supplies, you get catalogs, order forms, and such, and you also get a free paper pumpkin kit. If you have any questions and you want, if you're not working with a current demonstrator, just go to my website, deblehigh.stampinup.net, and that'll explain to you on there. You can hit the join button, or you can email me if you have any questions at dkl333@comcast.net. All right. So, on the first one, I have instructions that I printed up. It's called a double flap card. Now, I did not do one completely. I just did it where you're going to see it's going to open like that. You're going to close it and you have your card. Okay. I'm going to show you a finished card. I just wanted to show you this is a double flap card. Okay. Instructions right here. I'm using Smoky Slate. And let me get the paper because this is an online exclusive paper. We had it in the catalog. It's called Country Lace. Okay. So you will need piece. I'm using Smoky Slate, and it's 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. You'll need a piece of Designer Series paper, and it's 4 by 5.25. You'll need 2 pieces that are 3 by 4.75. And then I'm using the Everyday Arches, and I picked, let me get it to show you. I picked number, let me get the right one here. I think it's number 4. Nope. Number 5 is this. Nope. Okay. Number 6 from the center is the smaller one. You need 2. And then number 7 from the middle out, you will need 1. Okay, and it's this basic gray. So it would be number, let me put these back in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6 and number 7. Or if you go from the outside, it's number 4 and number 5. I seen a demonstrator write numbers on there. Hi, Lou. Hey, I'm glad you're on. I did not write your name down for the instructions you wanted. Hi, Carol. I'm going to write it down and send it to you. I apologize. I wanted to write it down and I forgot, and I went back on and I couldn't find you. But welcome, both of you, Lou and Carol. Okay, so you need 2 and 1. And then you'll need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and they are 2.75 by 4. And then, of course, you need 2 of the smaller ones, which would be the next ones down. You'll need 2 smaller and the next, the bigger one. All right, so I'm gonna just move that aside. These are the directions of the measurements of what I'm going to use. It doesn't tell you how to make them. It just gives you the measurements. Okay. So on your 2 pieces that are 3 by 4.75, you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch on both of them, just on one end, a 1/2 inch. Okay. And you're going to fold that over. And crease it. You're going to do that to both. Okay. You're going to bring in your base. Okay. And you're going to put glue. Now I had to trim this down a little because it's gonna go end to end. And let me see this one. Okay, we're gonna put it on, and then I'll have to, if I have to trim it, I can put it on my trimmer and trim it. I had to trim just a sliver off. Well, you can't see me. Oh my gosh, let me back out. I need to find a different way to set my cameras up. I was sitting here today trying to figure that out. So you're going to make sure that's end to end, like so. Okay, and end and end. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. I think I might have to go get another glue. And then it's going to go on the other side, end to end. Like so. And then you're going to close it, and see it needs to be trimmed a little. So let me get my trimmer. And I am just taking a smidgen off. See, told you it's just a smidgen. And then that will fold and close for you. Okay, so we're going to take our 4 by 5¼ DSP. That's going to get laid up on the top here. You won't see those flaps. So we're just going to put some glue on. I just heard a noise. I don't know if somebody came in my door or not. I don't see nobody. My granddaughter and her family lives above me. I left them, have my upstairs, and I'm downstairs. This whole downstairs used to be my craft studio. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 tables in my other room there when I have classes. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Okay, and then I'm going to flip this over, and I am going to use these on the flaps. Okay, you could use the blue, but I decided just to use the petal pink and smoky slate. And this is just going to get centered. Okay, and then see, it'll go like that and go like that. Now we're going to bring in our arches, and I went ahead and I stamped them already. Okay, this one is going to go on here, so I'm going to put that one down. Thanks, Carol. Okay, and then I'm going to put these two on, and like I said, I went ahead and I stamped already, so you didn't have to watch me stamp. I know you guys like me stamping, you like me fussy cutting, but I figured since I'm making three front folds so it doesn't take too much time. This saying here is from the Everyday Arches. This one here, you are a ray of sunshine. And the little stars, I guess they're supposed to be stars, I did in petal pink and basic or smoky slate. And then the butterfly is from the Beautiful Butterflies. I'm sorry, it is not. It is from Spotlight on Nature. Okay. So, now here comes the fun part. Gonna open that up. Take your biggest arch and put some glue on. And you're gonna center that in the card. This is where you're gonna write your message. But I went ahead and I cut a piece of DSP to put at the bottom, okay? So it's not so plain. And I chose the petal pink color because I'm doing on the gray. Okay? I'm going to flip this over, and then this one's going to go here. And it depends on how much you want to see of the back arch, okay? And I kind of like it like that. I could just bring it up so you see all gray, but I kind of like the white, like so. So I'm going to just put glue half. You don't want to put it the whole way. And just put it down. Like so. Okay? Now I went ahead and I cut oh, I lost my where's my, oh no, wait a minute, here it is. I was going to say, I know I stamped it and fussy cut. It's going to say thanks. So I'm going to glue that down. Thanks so very much. Now, so very much is one, is all one, and I fussy cut around it and broke it apart because it wouldn't fit across the whole way. Whoops, almost had that upside down. Put that there. Excuse me. Okay, now we're going to close this, and this one's going to go on the front. Whoops, I picked, excuse me, a piece. This is a 1/2 inch, and I just did it for the bottom, and I took the smoky slate, and I'm going to lay that at the bottom there. And then we're going to close this, and we're going to lay this on with a little bit of white showing at the top. Like so. Oops. Okay. That is my first fun fold. Double flap. And like I said, this is where you're going to write your message in here. Okay? So before I get started, let me grab another glue. I grabbed two. Okay. For the next one, it's the angled tri-fold card. And this is using another online exclusive, Wildly Flowers. Yeah, flowering, wildly flowering. And this is another online exclusive, so you won't find it in the book. Thanks, Linda. The only way you can get these papers is just going on my website and visit the online exclusive site. Thanks, Deb. Okay. Next up is this one, and I did make one to show you. This one here. We'll open it up. And it's called the Angled Trifold. And here's the directions. You want to take a picture quick. Okay. I'm using that paper, but a different pattern. And I'm going to have to show you how to cut this to be the angled card base. 4 by 5 and a, I'm sorry, 5.5 by 4 1/4 is your card base. Then you need a piece of designer series paper. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to get laid right there, but you don't want to put that down yet. You'll need 3 pieces of cardstock, and I'm using Early Espresso, and this is 2 3/4 by 4, and you'll need 3 of them. And then you'll need 2.5 by 3 3/4 of your basic white. Okay, and then this piece is 8.5 by 3 1/4. I'm going to bring in and on here, you're going to score it at 4. Well, let me turn it this way. You're going to score it. I'm sorry. You're going to score it at 4. Okay. Then you're going to open your arm. And you're going to turn it to 8. Or take it out to 8. And you're going to score. Okay. That's all you need to do on that. But we need our trimmer. You're going to take that 1/2 inch mark and you line it up in that groove along with this, and you want to put it, let's put it at 1.5. I'm over here on this side, 1.5. I have this point here at 1.5 line, and I have my crease in the groove. Okay, And if you don't get it exactly, that's fine. And you're going to cut that off. Like so. And that's where you get your diagonal, your angle. You're going to, now, this is where you have to decide how you want to put it in your card. If you want this way, no, has to be this way. So you're going to fold that over like this and fold this in like that to get your angle. Nope, that's not how I had it. I did that wrong. Let me see if this will work. Hold on a minute. If I would put it this way and put it this way, yeah, okay, we're right. It's just that it was a little backwards. Okay. I got it. I'm sorry. Okay. You're going to fold this back and then fold this back. Okay. So your 3.5, your ½ inch is going to be folded back, and then at your 4 inch, you're going to fold it this way. So your angle is this way. I don't know what I was thinking. If you're on Facebook, I will not see your comments. There's an error occurred when retrieving new Facebook comments. It just came up. So I don't know. Carol, you're on Facebook. If you would send me, just write something. I have my computer on and I can see comments on that. Okay. So you're going to take your glue and you're going to put it on that ½ inch mark. Okay. And then on your card base, just like the other card, you're going to line that up on the very end. The bottom and the side. Like so. Okay. And then it's going to go like that. So now we can put this piece down. When it came up, I don't know. It told me I couldn't see you, but you're on my iPad with my program where it says I wasn't going to be able to see any messages. And fold that over, fold that over. And we're going to work on these. And I used Lifetime of Love. And I used these little flowers. And my black Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp one like that. And one like that. And then I'm going to get my early espresso and with you in mind. And I'm going to stamp thank you. I didn't realize I used this many stamps on these. And I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp that right there. And we're going to close this up. Now I'm going to use on here, this was Moody Mauve, and that was our in color that recently retired. So I am going to use, oh wait, let me open this up because we got a couple more to stamp. These two little ones here. And we're going to stamp that one like that. And we're going to stamp this one there. And then this one here. Okay. Yes, I can get you closer. How's that? Better? Okay, so I am going to use, it calls for Mossy Meadow, so I'm going to use light Mossy Meadow in my blend. And I am going to use the Misty Moonlight. And that is, nope, not that one. Yeah, light Misty Moonlight. Okay. You need it any closer, Carol? The flowers are going to be the Misty Moonlight. I'm bringing out the blue that's in the paper. I don't like using the, let me use this one here. I was going to have all this done so you didn't have to watch me do this, and I forgot about this one. Because I know the fun folds usually take a little longer than regular cards. And I do not shadow. I mean, do the dark and the light and then the dark. Okay. And then on this one, I only did the big one. It's trying to storm in here. All day it's been trying. I think it rained just a little bit earlier. I know when it rains, my knee bothers me, the one that I had my knee replacement. Let's see, what's today? Yesterday marked 4 months since I had my knee replacement. I had it in January 15th. And I can tell when it's going to rain. My knee feels real heavy. And it aches a little too when it rains. And then I did this one up here. And then I left the other ones white. And then with this one, I'm just going to do the leaves in the light mossy meadow. I tried dark mossy meadow and it was too dark. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. Oh, wow, really? I know, Linda, you're coming closer to a year than me. Okay. And then I went and just did the stems. Like so. All right. So then we're going to glue these on the mats. Oops. And there's only 1/8 of an inch around the mats. And if you don't like the 7/8 and the 5/8, just make it 3/4 or 1/4 inch smaller. This one is on way too crooked for me. Here we go. And then this one. I live in Pennsylvania, York, Pennsylvania. Okay. Now, if you take notice, when you close this, they're all even. Okay. So, what we're going to do is take our back piece and we're going to glue this in the middle. Okay. Then we're going to fold that over. Going to take our next piece and we're going to lay that right on top of that piece. Oh, I didn't want to do that, Deb. I did the whole thing and didn't want to. Let's lay that aside. I'll have to. Okay. Let me get. Let me get. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna lay this at the top. There's a piece of extra cardstock. And I'm going to lay that like that. Then I'm going to open this. Yep, that worked. And take my eraser. And I'm going to erase that off. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these erasers. And they stopped, years and years ago. And you can get them on Amazon. They're a little bigger. This is actually a Stampin' Up! One up here. Okay, all gone. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. Okay, then we're going to fold this one over. Going to lay that there, and I'm only putting glue at the bottom. And we're going to line that up with that one. And there you have your angled card. You know what I did? Look. What's the difference here? This goes on the inside. Well, we'll put another piece there. You don't see that. Now, I probably can't get it up. Nope, it's tearing the paper. Okay. It's supposed to look like this, guys. Oh, have you? So, I'll have to fix this one. Tuh. Just remember this one. All right. The last one, and it's this here. It's the accordion fun fold. And I'm going to have to score and cut and everything for you so you know how to do it. I do have directions down here on this one. But this one's a little more detailed. So, your base of your card is 5.5. Thanks, Deb. 5.5 by 11. Okay. You're going to score it at 4.25, 5.5, and 6.75. Okay. You'll need a note card. Let me get my papers here. You need a note card that is 3 by 4. I don't know why I have 2. I must have cut extra. And then your designer series paper is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. And then you need a piece of designer series paper. And these, I don't have this down on the This was a last minute thing. Oh, okay. That's awesome, Carol. These are an inch by 5 1/4. Okay. So I'm going to lay them there. And we're going to work on these. Okay. Now we're going to bring in our trimmer. And I think these are the same. Yeah, okay. There's 3 score lines, okay? So you're going to line up your third score line. This is the 4 1/4, 5 1/2 at your 6 3/4 inch line. Okay, Linda, thank you. And you're going to cut down to this corner. So you want to line that up in that groove, both of them, the fold and this corner, okay? And you're going to cut that off. Don't throw this away. Then you're going to fold this like this, and like that. Okay? We'll need that again, but I want to use my bone folder and fold these up. Like so. And there's your accordion fold. Okay? This you're going to keep. Going to take these 2 pieces and starting on the left side, put that point in the groove and that point in the groove. Okay? And you're going to cut. Do the same thing with this one. Left corner in the groove and the bottom right. And cut. Okay, that's all we need to cut. So now we're going to start putting our pieces together. Gotta just decide what side you want out front, or this one. Oh no, that would be on the inside, sorry. I'm going to do the blue on the front part. And this is using the Boku, beautiful Boku, Boca, beautiful Boca DSP 6x6. Okay. Gonna open it up, and we're gonna put this one in here, like so. Put that down here. Okay. And then for this piece, this is where this comes in. And then you decide, I'm going to use the same blue, the same one for inside here. So we'll put this one down. You could change it up. You could put the blue in there. And then the orange there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Trying to get as much this glue out of my thing before I have to throw it away. So we're gonna put that on there. Okay. And that's gonna go in the corner here. And you're gonna need tear and tape because this is gonna make a pocket for your note card. So we need it on the side here. Whoops, whoops, whoop, 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 whoop. Thought I had to cut another one. Put that here. And on the bottom. I'm just tearing off the backing of the tape. If you have any hanging over, just fold it over, okay? And then we're gonna lay that in here, like so. And if you have an overhang, just cut. There's just a tip of it. And then you're gonna take your note card and slide it in. And then these, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this one over. This one is not decorated. I'm just showing you how to make this. I did not decorate it, but you can easily put something on your note card. You can even make a gift card out of it, a gift card holder. And this is going to go here. Like so. Oh, thanks, Lil. So this is card number 3. And it is the accordion fold. Now you could put DSP on this side if you wanted. But I thought we could just take our 2 3/8 inch circle punch and get a piece of pumpkin pie. And I think that's Calypso coral. Wrong one. I probably don't have a scrap here. Yeah, I do. Take a piece of Calypso coral. This is extra. And you could put here. And I want my 2/8 inch. You could do your put that there, and you could put that there. Just put glue right there. So why I have the thank you. I'm going to clean it. I don't want brown. And I'll just use my black. And it's just a tad small, but it'll work. We're gonna put some glue on. And that's gonna go there. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some right on the corner there. We'll put that there. And then for here, for this, you could put a hole in here if you want. Let me get a piece of, I'm just gonna hand cut it. That's pretty straight. Now lay it here. I'm not gonna, yeah, well, thin coat here on this side and on the bottom. I'm gonna lay that flat. It's the beautiful Boku 6x6. Beautiful Boku. It's in the new catalog. It came from the mini catalog. I think that's where it came from. It carried over. This is all I have left. I have a hard time saying that word, just so you know. Okay? And then you're going to slide that in, and then you're going to get a gift card. Let me see, I have one that I used. That'll slide in there, and then this will slide in there. You could write something up here for you, or congratulations, or whatever. And there you have your accordion fold card. That's what I have for you tonight. Monday, I think I'm going to do, I'll show you the card that I created, and I think I'm going to show you Embossed Resist. Okay, I'm going to show you how I did this on Monday. Okay, let me put the cap on here. And bring in my cards. This is the one that I did. It was using what's it called? It carried over to Bright and Beautiful. So that's the one that's using. And then these. Okay. Thanks, Rosie. Thanks, Carol. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. And if you would share my video, like my video, it helps my channel. And I will be back here on Monday at 8 o'clock with Emboss Resist. I'm going to work on that this weekend and come up with a couple different cards to show you and demonstrate a couple. So, stay dry wherever you're at if you have rain, and have a great weekend. It's pretty cool, Linda. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I will talk to you on Monday at 8 o'clock right here.